So you guys can start throwing in your questions and that kind of thing. Oh, look, Ben's already got something here. He says, the NFL anthem protests are continuing. Watch their ratings and attendance plummet faster than a rock down Mount Everest as these entitled, overpaid athletes lecture us about morals. Yeah, I'm real tired of it. And you guys know I'm usually not a fan of Trump's childish tweets because he comes off as like just an insulted, offended 14-year-old girl half the time in his tweets. He's got way too thin a skin, but I did like the NFL tweet because these assholes should be fired. Their job is to go do something, not to disrespect the flag. Now, in the end, I don't care. It's freedom of speech. I get it, right? They can kneel for the national anthem when they're, I don't know, at college that they're paying for or at a concert that they paid for or anything else. But when you're doing a job for somebody, we don't care about politics in football. The vast majority of people don't care about politics in football. And these owners, the NFL as an organization should demand these people stop doing this bullshit and do their jobs. You know, there's a reason why ESPN, their ratings are plummeting. They keep firing people. You know, what was the guy that got fired at the Serena Williams match because he said, what did it say? It looks like something along the lines of, you know, it looks like she's combating in guerrilla warfare, talking about, you know, how hard she was fighting to win the match. And of course, preemptively, never mind that nobody got offended by it because everybody had half a brain. What he was talking about, guerrilla warfare, Guerrilla. Is that how you spell it? Anyway, guerrilla war, that type of guerrilla. He wasn't talking about a fucking monkey, right? And everybody knew that. But ESPN preemptively got offended and fired the guy, right? And they're losing ratings because of this bullshit. The NFL is losing ratings because of this bullshit. People don't want politics mixed up in their sports. They just don't. And viewership is going to continue to go down as long as this crap is allowed. Now, do I think the NFL is going to do anything about it? No. I do not because, well, they're pussies. They're a bunch of pussies. But I do find it funny that a guy like, let's say, you know, Kaepernick started this. A guy who can be a shitty football player and get paid millions of dollars to be a shitty backup football player. Because let's be honest here, okay? He's a shitty football player, all right? He's not even really college level. He had one good season when he was backed up by a fucking amazing defense and offense. And then as soon as that went away, he went to shit. He went to utter shit. Well, who was the guy that replaced him? I forget what second tier bullshit asshole replaced Colin Kaepernick. But when somebody that bad replaces you, you know you're bad. When you get bumped off for that asshole, you know you're bad, right? Colin Kaepernick complaining about systemic, inherent racism in this country and police violence and all this other bullshit while he is a black guy making millions of dollars a year when he sucks at his job is such bullshit. You sit the fuck down, shut the fuck up, and stand up when they do the national anthem. You're getting paid millions of dollars to do jack shit. Shut the fuck up. He started all this crap. And then everybody else is following him. Same fucking thing. Your bitch ass is getting paid millions of dollars to play a fucking sport. Okay? You make far more money than everybody else you grew up with and everybody else you're going to know throughout the rest of your life other than the people that you play with on that fucking field. Shut the fuck up. This is not the time to be making political statements. We want to watch a fucking game. That's all. That's it. We want to watch a game. It's ridiculous. And I don't even care about football that much. Can I just say that out there? I know that's un-American to say it, apparently, at this point. Watching sports on television has never been my big thing. I mean, I like watching some of the playoff games. I like watching the Super Bowl. And there's some stuff. And, you know, there was a period in my time, in my, you know, when I was younger that I used to watch games and that kind of shit like that. But for the most part, I really just don't give a shit. You know, I'd rather go to the park and play football than watch fucking football, right? And so, you know, coming from, I just seriously, even though I don't really care, shut up with this bullshit. You entitled piece of shit. How many of your fucking millions are you giving to people? Huh? What are you doing? You giving a bunch of fucking money to people? Are you out there patrolling the streets, making sure there's no racism? No, you're not. You're sitting back at your big fucking house, driving your nice fucking cars, and you just want to sit there and throw some fucking shade on the national anthem, you know, every time you roll up onto the field to prove a point. Fuck you and your point. First of all, you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. There's a whole line in the national anthem that has to do with getting rid of slavery, first of all. Second of all, what the fuck does the national anthem and our flag have anything to do with your so-called police brutality and police racism? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? If anything, the flag and the national anthem and what our country is founded on, okay, and everything it has evolved into is the exact opposite of racism. That was the whole point of true freedom and liberty. Is the exact opposite of racism. You want to go and fucking kneel down in front of a police station? Fine, go ahead. Be my fucking guest. I don't have a problem with that. But you fucking acting like the national anthem and everything it represents, and the flag and everything it represents, true freedom and liberty, right, has nothing to do with the fucking cops. And you want to fucking protest that of all fucking things? It doesn't make any sense. It's completely ridiculous. It's completely fucking stupid. Anyway. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Anyway, sorry. Little rant there. Just I'm not obviously a fan of bullshit. You get paid to do a job, do your job. NFL should stand up and just say, this is over. This is done. Quit your shit. All you guys out there, you team owners, get your guys in line. Okay? We're not about politics. Calm the fuck down. Get over it. You know, seriously, you want to go outside? You want to go outside and protest? You want to go and wave Black Lives Matter flags in front of the police station? Go ahead. You know, look, you guys know I'm not Mr. Pro law enforcement, right? I have a healthy distrust of law enforcement, so I don't have a problem with that. You want to protest some of the shit that cops are doing, as long as it's legitimate, because there's a lot of shit that is not legitimate. They bitch about shit that the cop didn't do anything wrong. But for those times when it is legitimate, by all means, I'll be right there with you, man. I'll be right there fucking with you. All right. But holy shit. And pick your fucking battles wisely, because all you're doing is just you're pissing off half the fucking country. That's what you're doing. You're pissing off half the country. You want to talk about dividing people and, oh, there's this racial divide in the country, blah, 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 blah. You're fucking causing it. Guess what? You're doing it. You're doing exactly what you're saying everybody else is doing. What you accuse all white people and all cops of doing is what you're doing right now, motherfucker. That's what it is. These people need to fucking, I don't know. Bunch of spoiled, entitled little bitches out there. I make millions of dollars. Man, cops are being mean, so I'm gonna protest a fucking flag and a national anthem that doesn't have shit to do with what I'm mad about. But I'm not going to actually do anything to fucking fight what I think is a problem. Shut up, man. Good God. So ridiculous. Thank you, Burrito. Very well said. But my victim complex. That's exactly right. Everybody's got to be a fucking victim nowadays. Everything's going to shit, man. Everybody's got to be offended or pissed off or victimized by something or someone, somehow. And if there's nobody directly, victimizing you, then what do? You get offended on behalf of somebody else. Seriously, this is what's happening right now. Half the country has this bullshit victim mentality. You know, oh shit, nobody's openly doing anything to me, but I'm gonna get all butthurt because they did it to somebody else, or I perceive that they did it to somebody else. And I'm not actually going to do anything to correct the situation. I'm actually going to make things worse. I'm actually going to do things that are going to instigate worse situations and scenarios. And I'm not just talking about people standing up for the fucking or kneeling for the national anthem or all that crap, but just everything. Look at what Antifa's doing. Antifa's a bunch of fucking bullshit morons, bunch of pussy ass little fucking college kids and the like, right? Just a bunch of little bitches. All right, and what are they doing? They're making shit worse. You know, oh, we're fighting. It goes back and forth. I can't. Sometimes you talk to some Antifa members, And oh, we are fighting the capitalism and fascism and all this kind of stuff. And then sometimes they go, no, Antifa was started to combat racism and white supremacy. Well, no, it's not. It's fucking anti-fascism, whatever, you know. And oh, it came back, and now we're gonna fight white people. Well, okay, you want to do both, that's fine, but make up your fucking mind on what you're gonna do, because your name certainly doesn't imply anything about white nationalism or anything like that. But you want to fight that, do that too. But understand that you're doing it in a way that's making shit worse. You are now turning into the fucking racist fascist. You have now turned into people who hate a whole section of the country based on the color of their skin, and you have become prejudiced towards people with a certain color of skin, and you're using fascist techniques to do the things you're doing. You have now become the racist fascists. That's what they are now. They are now the racist fascists. Is there racism in the country? Are there white supremacists? Yes, there are. And those fucking assholes need to go fuck themselves. But they're such a small little fucking group. And all Antifa is doing is getting more people on their side. They're getting more people on the side of the fucking racist assholes. That's all they're doing. You piss off and you poke and prod one group of people enough, call them racist enough, call them, you know, sit there and fucking say all white people are bad and evil and fascist capitalists and racists and homophobes and everything else. Eventually they go, okay, all right, fuck you, I am. Now what are you gonna do about it? Now you just pissed off half the fucking country, and they're gonna just start wearing that shit like a fucking badge, because they're gonna be so pissed off at being called that all the fucking time that they're gonna go, all right, cool. Well, then I'm gonna start going to these rallies, and I'm not really racist, but I'll stand up there and I'll fucking fight against you, and I'll stand right next to these fucking asshole racists. You know, that's what you're seeing happening. That's what you're seeing happening. That's all these people joining the alt-right movement, knowing full well what the fucking alt-right is. Now they say they're not racist, and that's fine. And most of them aren't. Most of them are not racist. Most of the people who are calling themselves alt-right are not actually racist. I think it's stupid to associate yourself with racists in either way, but I'm not saying I don't understand that sometimes we let our petty nature get the best of us, especially when you got half the country doing nothing but calling you a fucking racist all the time. Eventually, some people just go, fine, fuck it. Then that's what I'll do. If that's how it's going to be, then that's what I'm going to do. You're going to keep calling me that and calling me that for years now, just because I didn't like Obama and you know, or just because you didn't like some social program or whatever the hell it was. Well, guess what? Then people are going to start acting like that. You call somebody something long enough, and eventually that's how they're going to act. So, you know, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not saying I'd recommend it, but I am saying I understand. That's what happens. You put somebody on that shit enough. We've had it for 8 years. 8 years, man. If you're white, if you're a white straight male, you've just been consistently for 8 years, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you've been called a racist, homophobic, capitalist, fascist, white nationalist. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you're saying. I put out videos talking about how I'm pro-gay marriage, right? All kinds of shit. I get called a fucking homophobe once a day on one of my videos. I'll get called a fucking homophobe or a racist or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, you call somebody that long enough, and the people who just get tired of it, they're like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Fine. You're gonna treat me like that, then I'm gonna act like that. Because fuck you, that's why. That's all the other side is doing. That's these Antifa bitches, these people standing at the fucking national anthem, all that shit. Or not standing, but kneeling, whatever the fuck they're doing. That's all they're doing. They are creating more of what they say they're against. So it's I don't know. Anyway, am I going on too long? I'm getting somebody pissed in my sprinkles this morning, and I'm a war. What is that? What does a warlock have to do anything? Matt, I'm a warlock. Matt, you're a warlock. Really? I know it's a long rant. I apologize. Oh, damn it.